Well, the Buffaloes open up Pac-12 Conference play at Folsom Field on Saturday night. A rainy and late night for the Buffaloes, and they end up on the short end, falling 41-24 to the Oregon Ducks as they open Pac-12 Conference play. Hi, everybody. Alongside Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Partner, it was closer than what we've become accustomed to. What's your takeaway from this ballgame?
Well, you know, I look at the first half, 17-17. Colorado led for a good part of the first half. They had a 14-7 lead. They had a 17-14 lead. Gave up that late field goal. And in the second half, give Oregon credit. They said, you know, our quarterbacks out there are struggling a little bit. We got two great running backs. Let's use them. And so they go for over 100 yards each and ran the football very effectively in the second half and really took control of the game. But from Colorado's standpoint, hey, they proved to themselves they can hang in there with the Oregon Ducks.
Well, and I'll say this too. Colorado had a terrible beginning of this ballgame. They had two early turnovers, and I think in years past, you would have seen that snowball in Colorado. I think you and I said during commercial break at one point, at this point in years past, it would have been 21-0. This team's got a little different attitude in terms of its competitiveness, I think.
You know, that was really a tough football game. I mean, it was really a hard-hitting game, and I think Colorado stayed right in there. I think they really got tired at the end, even though they were, a team that really worked to be better conditioned and to be stronger this year, and I think they are. But, you know, Oregon still has some people they can run in and out of there, and they keep them moving. I thought the defense was really dragging a little bit in the fourth quarter. But overall, you take away, you want to win the game, but you take away a good feeling, because that's not what we used to be talking about after Oregon and Colorado.
Yeah, the previous four Pac-12 games between the Buffs and the Ducks were lost by an average of 63-11, so a little bit different outcome. Okay, two areas of concern coming out of this. Sim mentions that Oregon actually ran the ball very well, over 350 yards rushing. That was not the case for the Buffaloes. And both these teams, by the way, came in the top 15 in the nation in rushing before this one. Only 77 yards rushing for Colorado.
Yeah, the thing that, you know, let's face it, the two best teams that the Buffaloes have played so far, Colorado State and Oregon, and they didn't run the ball very well on either one of those teams. So I think they really have to look at the running game. They need to get Atkins back. I mean, I think Atkins would help. But
that offensive line got dinged up. They had to shovel that tonight.
Absolutely. And, you know, Kronsage was going through the concussion protocol, so who knows about when he'll be ready, if he'll be ready.
Yeah, the Buffaloes could have lost their top two left tackles. By the way, now Jeremy Irvin out with a knee injury, and now Kronsage with the concussion. Here's the other area of concern. We don't know what it is at this point in time, but Sefo Lufau took a beating in this game and might have gotten hurt.
I tell you what, the last three plays that he was out there, the last three plays the Buffaloes had the football down inside the 10-yard line. He took a beating on those three plays. If he got hurt, I suspect that's where he got hurt.
Yeah, but going forward, you don't have a guy that is, one of the better quarterbacks to Pac-12. That really handicaps this team going through Pac-12 play.
It definitely handicaps his team because, Jordan Gerke played a little bit last year. Cade Apsey's in his first year of playing. And if it's up to them, they'll get them ready to play, but it's definitely going to be a hindrance to the football team.
Well, it was almost an hour delay, a weather delay, before we got this one underway. It was a huge crowd, biggest crowd the Buffs have had since 2012, but they walk out of here after watching the Ducks once again knock off the Colorado Buffaloes. Next week, we'll be in Tempe, Arizona, as Colorado takes on the Arizona State Sun Devils. That's a game that kicks off just after 8 o'clock Mountain Time. We'll hit the air at 6:05 on our flagship 850 KOA. Our network affiliates at 6:35. They'll pick up our coverage for the Buffalo Stampede. But once again, Colorado falls to the Oregon Ducks. They sit at 3-2 in the season, 0-1 in Pac-12 play, 41-24 the final here at Folsom Field. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here at 850KOA.com and CUBuffs.com.